And here we go again. Clearing up a couple of things. Pretty sure I know what we're doing today. I've been wrong before. Hi. All right. Make sure we're all set. Sure seems to be. Part of me wants to spend some time chasing this down, but I don't think that's the goal today. I'm guessing that it's just some updates that need to be done, so not too concerned as of yet. To bottom. What we are going to do today is start the process, at least start it, of migrating back to the cluster. Because right now, well, sorry, I should be specific there. Let's do a new one. Today's notes. The plan. Today's plan is create a highly available, probably just Postgres for now. I'm probably going to use the same namespace though for Mongo, because I think I have a couple of things that require Mongo at this point. But create a highly available Postgres in Kubernetes, actually. Reminds me. Gotta edit my stream info, don't I? Not doing Proxmox this time. We're doing Kate's. Postgres. Postgres for all. And we'll say I'm hopefully getting the Postgres server off the file server. Just have to change some of my stuff around. I know this part's entertaining. I should have done this 10 minutes ago. All right, there we go. Updated. All right, so the plan. So step the first. Do we want to use, or do I want to bother with using bitnami? Or do I roll my own? You know what I prefer, rolling my own, but if this is a thing that's going to take forever, we shall see. All right, let's grab this guy. We are looking for Docker Hub is our, come on, don't be shy. And we're looking for Postgres. So this is the official image. The one thing about Bitnami is they have all of these exposed, which a lot of these are super useful to the concept of doing availability. But on the other hand, a lot of the installs just recommend scale it up. Don't worry about which one's the primary, which one's secondary, which one's the hot spare. Just install 5 of them and it'll be fine. We'll see. The description for this image is longer than the hub limit. Oh. Let's see what we got here. All right. So we have our specific variables. This is something I'd definitely like to make sure is set up properly so that it's, when it's being communicated with, it needs to utilize one of the certificates. I mean, I have the whole certificate authority in place, right? So PG data, that's going to be important. I will probably put the passwords and such in secret files, so that's fine. I wonder if I'll have to do like a sidecar to dump the database periodically, because I would like to have it backed up. Because right now, like I said, it's sitting on my file server, and that's it. It doesn't get backed up. It just does its thing. So that's going to be important to have. Arbitrary user notes. Well, you know what? Why am I spending so much effort reading? Why do we ever do that? It's our Jenkins stuff. We don't need you. So let's go to dev services. And we're going to make a new folder here called maybe DB. I mean, if we create the namespace and just call it DB, right? And then I need a folder here. We'll start with there, and we're going to want a new file here. We're going to say postgres.yaml. We are actually going to want something at DB as well. All right, let's just do it this way then. I should be able to just create a new file in there. Well, namespace, that's got to go up one. Yes, there we go. All right, so let's grab some of our miscellaneous stuff. Wait, why am I doing that? API version v1. Did I do that right? Yeah, v1, and then kind namespace. Hey, that was nice. Autocomplete for the win. This is not going to be a service. This is going to be no. Kind is, in this case, deployment. Oh, well, that's nice. We'll do that. I forgot it is apps v1. Do I need this to be a stateful set? I think I do need this to be a stateful set. Let's see. How did they do it? Config maps, yep. Claims. Cool. Oh no, they just have a regular deployment. Okay. They have replicas 3. So let's just start with 2 for the sake of argument. How much memory is currently being used? Probably the best way to go about it, right? So it's using, looks like they're, well, actually, oops. I want is that going to tell me? Oof, that's just going to add it all up. There's got to be an easier way to do that. Show. Wait, let's do it. Linux. Show memory in use by service. I mean, okay, htop, but I'm looking to just add it up. By process? No, actually by user would probably work. Do not. I mean, is that going to give me what I want though? I don't think it is. Okay, the head was getting cut off. It's done getting cut off now. Zavic's using a ton. But let's do, can I do human readable? Every process running as root. Set all promises. Actually, can I do that? Instead of dealing with all this, if I do -u -u, that's not what I was after. Sorry, this guy in the corner is bothering me. -u, right? Oh, it's probably because I did the... Never mind. I shot myself in the foot there. PID-TTY. Okay. UXH? No, that's too easy. Can I? Okay. Oof. Really? Saved you from the sneeze. That's actually quite a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to want to give it... I mean, I've already counted like almost 3 gig. So let's try first just at 2 gig and see if it'll, because it should spread itself out, right? I've got 3 of them and I'd say 2 gig each. That should be 6 gig, right? Right? So, boom, boom, boom. Where'd you go? There we go. Boom. We need... like so. Try leaving that alone for now. What is the default port? Postgres port is 5.4 something or other. Five, 4, 3, 2. And the image we're going to be using is this guy. I should grab these for my notes. Oop. All right, back to here. And right now I'm running 15, so I'm going to want to stick with that over here. It's 15.6 bullseye. We'll go with that. No, that's not what I want. We'll just go like so. Name is match labels. Maybe I should have just searched for all instances of my app and whatever. All right, so as a starter, actually, let's stick with 3. And there has to be a way for me to set an affinity so that it tries not to run on the same node. Not to co-locate replicates, that's what I want. Let's look at Stack Overflow first, though. All right, so basically we create the affinity, node affinity. Pod affinity. Always sticks to nodes which have the label. Role admin. Pod affinity. Anti-affinity rule. Okay. Sticks to the node labels. And make sure that groups marked with topology key of nodes. If there is a node that already has a pod with the label this, it won't allow a spin up. Okay, so that's what I need. I need the anti-affinity. We're just gonna copy pasta U. Well, just throw you in there right now, but we're gonna copy pasta this. Pasta. Right. I'm going to need an affinity tag. Affinity. Right? That's what it's. Yeah. And that is at the. But instead, we're going to want this, and instead of component is going to be app. Although that seems like it's a thing that can end up biting me in the butt. So let's do that. I guess the container name doesn't matter. All right, so in theory, when I run this, it should spread out across all of them after I create the namespace, of course. Do I just do it here? I'm already here. Oh, I do want it to match up though, don't I? Which is this guy. And we're just calling it DB. And we need to make sure that this guy, not you, I don't care about you, you, name and putting this in dev services. I take it all back. It is going to go into its own namespace of database instead of prod, but since we're testing it, it should be in dev services, which is what we want. So let's go to pods. Let's go to our dev services. Let's get a terminal here. Oh, right. Let's get a terminal here. What? Permission denied. Oh, I turned back on. Oh, that's fun. I turned back on App Armor, and I guess I don't have that in my notification list yet. Okay, so we need to go to dev services and DB. All right. Let's go or not. Deployment in version v1 cannot be handled as a deployment. Unknown field spec. Okay, doesn't like affinity. Then where does affinity go? To use pod anti, but rather a simple mechanism called pod disruption budget. It generally says that at least X pods have to run at a given time. This will not allow a pod to be evicted before another pod is up and running. Okay. All right. I must have it in the wrong place. So, no, it's supposed to be just right after spec. All right, let's put it at that level just so I can make sure I'm looking at it properly. Yeah, that's how I had it. Deployment in version v1 cannot be handled as deployment. Strict decoding error, unknown field, spec affinity. Spec template metadata containers. Oh, do I have to drop it down? I think I have to drop it down one. All right, so let's do this. So instead of being under spec, you actually have to be under maybe template, maybe containers. What do we think? Let's try at the template level. Non-spec template affinity. Okay, it's not there either. This is going to be under metadata. I don't think it's going to be under metadata. Okay. So containers it is. Unknown field. Now it's saying, wait. Oh, unknown field in. Okay, so I've got two unknown fields right now. Wait, what is that? It's not containers? Spec containers. Do I have... Is this supposed to be? Yes, it is. Unknown field spec containers. Hang on. Oh, right. Come on, David. Keep it up. Keep it together. So it's spec template spec. Actually, can I just put all of you back? No, I still have to go forward too anyway. Autocomplete, not so great after all. Wait, spec template. Okay, I'm losing my mind, obviously. Spec, replica selector, template. No, spec is, okay, so spec is under template. I had it right. I keep alt-tabbing when I should be just... All right, we have spec, replicas, template, metadata, and spec are, and I did it again, metadata and spec. Oh, there we go. Okay, spec. So that was because of that. Right, where the heck is affinity supposed to be according to this? Under the first spec. Yeah, one more back. Unknown field, spec affinity. It should be part of template, right? Pod, this is all pod stuff. Here we go, deployment. Spec template, spec affinity. So I had it right. Then what the heck? Yeah, it is supposed to be right there. All right. Spec affinity. Spec affinity. I swear I had that before, didn't I? All right. Well, let's not quibble about how I'm silly. So dev many 1, dev many 2, dev many 3. Cool. It's kind of funny that it decided to surround this one, but whatever. I mean, I don't have anything really configured for it, so that it would make sense that it would be failing. Database is uninitialized and super user password is not specified. Yeah. All right, so I need now to set up the environment for the containers. That's kind of funny. I mean, what have we learned, though? What do we think? Is this going to work? That's kind of funny. It's just running right on down the line. Oops. Wow. Really is. Let's get rid of all of these. Actually, the infrastructure thing doesn't need to happen either. Control planes already handled. Yeah, actually, all these tolerations can kind of go. It was a fun little jaunt, though. All right, so it's going to do that as an empty dir right now, which I'm fine with. That's interesting. Why don't I just create a new one? And why is it only one? Did I create a new? No. All right, let's just trash it. Odd pods to be gone. Reapply. Check the logs. Shutting down. Will be owned by user Postgres. The user must also own the server process. The database cluster will be initialized. Cool. Data page checksums are disabled. Fixing permissions on existing directory. Okay. We will have to set the time zone. server is started. Why does it say it's shutting down though? Oh, and then it starts up. Okay. Database is on and ready to accept connections. Sweet. Now we've got to create a directory for it. One second. Whee! All right, so we are running. Now let's try and point it at a directory, shall we? So we're going to be using OpenEBS host path. So we're going to need a new file. You're going to be 100 Postgres storage .yaml. And I'm going to have to remember how to do this. Actually, I think my Redmine is using EBS. Oh, no, it's not. What's something else that I have that's OpenEBS, right? No, that's just the operator. Well, I can just go look. Oops. There we go. All right. So, oh, only Screeps. So let's look at you. How are you set up? I think that's about all we really need here. You go away. Yeah. Boom. Now, I don't think I'm going to have a choice, though, because each one of these should create storage on the individual node that it's on, but it needs to be able to balance that storage, right? Status, and then I guess we need to figure out how much space I'm currently using. Oops, no, it's serve. /15. Of course, doesn't actually show me. Sooty. What is it? It is, I need to say sudo do U. Dash H, and I need it to be added up as well. There's got to be an easy way to get the total. I know that there is, and I think it's just a flag. Dash sh. Oh yeah, dash sum. Oh, it gave it to me anyway. I just didn't realize it. So it's at 4.2 gigs. I probably want to give it at least 10 gig. I mean, there's going to be 3 of them, so it should load balance, but give myself a little overhead, right? Status can go away. Volume name needs to go away. Self-link. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm in the wrong place for that. Volume name is the only thing that needs to go away, and you need to be 10. Ooh. Thanks for pointing that out, chat. Just standing back hoping to watch me make that mistake, weren't you? All right. This is 100. All right, and now we go back over here, and we need to make use of the volume. Man, my brain is just not working today. Okay, it's just persistent volume claim. Oh boy. Why did it do all of that? I need persistent volume claim, but I don't need all of this. I don't think. Yeah, no, it's just the claim name. I'm not creating a new one. The claim name is this. Boom. So we can just clean that up. All right, volumes, you. 300, yeah, okay. Claim name is that. Oh, I should have named it dev storage. We'll fix that. And then we don't need any of the rest of this. Name. I told you, brain, no worky today. Volumes, name, claim, claim name. Back to here. Volumes, name. No. This is incorrect. Brain, no worky. I don't think I need this. Just double check again, because name, persistent volume claim, and then the claim name. That's it. All right. That's not what I needed. I need here. Ah. Invalid value. What? All right, let's not even try. Oh, right, because dev isn't there. Just call you. Data. And what was it I named you? I named you this. For better or for worse, that's what we're using right now. Volumes. Why is that going that way? Or are you stuck at pending? All right, let's see. Let's go to the pods. One node had untolerated taint. Oh, this is because of my affinity stuff. So that's what has to happen. Interesting. One node had on. Two nodes didn't find available persistent volumes to bind. Two nodes didn't find. Oh, yeah, because they're all trying to connect to the same thing. Okay, so that's an issue. All right, let's see how they handle this. All right, so they make the claim, right? Why do they have it just like working? I mean, it makes sense that it wouldn't work. no preemption for income. Okay. Allows mounting volumes into the container. Defines the volume. Name is Postgres data and the PVC. But they show there's just running. Why? What did they do for their claim? Let's see how that goes. Oh, is that the deal? I think that's the deal. Storage class name is manual. None of the rest of this matters. Okay. Whereas I think I might have read write once. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's go back. We're going to delete the deployment to make sure it's not trying to use it. We're going to go to the volume and we are going to delete you. And we're going to go to the claim and delete you. And then we are going to apply again. And in theory now, preemption is not helpful for scheduling. Maybe I need to get rid of my anti-affinity just temporarily. Did not find available persistent volumes to bind. Name is storage. It says pending. Did I change the name and forget? This was my opportunity to change it to dev. Let me just make sure I've got this right. It has read write many, right? Read write many. Storage class name manual indicates the provisioning of the storage is done manually. Okay. So that's okay. So they're doing a persistent volume and then they're doing the persistent volume claim. But it just shows that it's manual, okay. But like, oh, okay, because they're doing a host path. Gotcha. I mean, I guess instead of doing OpenEBS host path, I could just do host path. Because it does not seem to like OpenEBS. Let's try it. Let's scale it back a little bit. Trash can. All right, so if I do storage, it's the claim. Instead of OpenEBS host path, we just do like it says. Just scrolling back through here. Okay, so they do the volume first, and then the claim. So if I do this, go like so. Storage class, you're going to be data Postgres. Yeah, we may as well do it since we're here. And then in the claim, they just have this. Metadata doesn't matter. Labels. I don't have a label. Wait, that's not our metadata, is it? Labels. Oh, yeah, it is. All right. Spec, storage class name, manual, access mode, cool. Resources, requests, storage, 10. All right. Let's make sure you're gone. All right. Let's make sure that I have this changed as well. Dash dev. I haven't done it this way in a while. All right, let's see what's happening now. Well, they're trying to start. No such file or directory. Okay. Let's make it. You'd think it would make it on its own. We'll go to dev-midi1. All right. Well, it's good that that failed. I spelled data wrong. All right, I'm on dev-midi1. That's this one. No such file or directory. Well, Now there is such file directory. All right. So I just have to do the same thing. Not a huge fan of this. What is it? Mixter -p. All right, so now they all have storage. It's definitely not my preferred method of doing it, but it still gets there. All right, so what else do they say here? Now, what bothers me a little bit about this is that basically right now I'm running 3 Postgres servers, right? So, but they don't talk to each other. What does this say? So I create a service. This is a very manual set of steps here. So I wouldn't be able to scale to 5, but I'm kind of curious if I scale you to 4. No, it's not going to work. It won't, because it won't put one on the GPU and it won't put one on the controller. But for the sake of argument, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it's just going to pop up and say that there's nothing because I have it set to only be 1 per. All right, is there anything in here though about having it high availability? Because the service should just automatically load balance between them, but is it going to... I feel like it's not going to, I mean, if the service goes to one and then it goes to the other one, that other one's not going to have the data. So this doesn't seem like it would work. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Do I already have this note copied over? Yeah. It's not really a pod in this case because I've deployed 3 pods. Maybe I just do deployment. Let's see what this says. Yeah, this is closer to what I want. But it's going to be 3 copies. Three services. Read write. Okay. Wait a minute. Is this going to be another? Okay, well, maybe I can work my way through it. This plugin actually creates a manifest for... Okay. Now we have the operator. We can use it to install Postgres. All right, so we're creating a password. Cool, no problem. Username, password. All right, cool, whatever. API version. Oof. Okay. The cluster custom. Okay. I don't like that. All right. Let's go back. I'll add this into a link that I went through because I did spend some time on it, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I don't want to go and install a whole nother... I don't want to learn a different version of Helm. That's not my point. Now, let's see. I'm pretty sure... This port. Okay, so this is a custom thing. Nope. All right. Nope. We just need this to go away for now. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. Okay, so here's the base setup. This is the one that we're running right now. So what we want first is we have password, user, and net args. host auth method. It is not recommended to use trust since it allows anyone to connect without a password, even if one is set. Okay. But that is just auth. For init-args, password, user, and database. Okay. If you'd like to do additional initialization in an image, okay, so that sets up the idea of a user. So it will run a shell script. Oh, here we go. This is what we're actually after. Can use a custom config file, create a config file, and get it into the container. So that would be using a secret, I guess. So this would be like me dumping the entire hba.conf or the postgres-conf file into a config map. Not a huge fan of that. Oh, so what we got here. Any option available in a .conf can be set via -c. So what's the -c equivalent in Kubernetes? Let's just say, let's see what it's called. What exactly is Docker? We've all been there. Okay, so -c is that just like a method of pushing compose? It's so it's a context. Name of the context to use to connect to the daemon. I don't think that's right. So Docker run name environment is that. Oh, okay, so this is a flag afterwards. All right, so let's go back and look at this one. Actually, let's see what's happening here. Oh, let's fix that, shall we? So if we look at the logs on this guy, well, that just says that it's running. Let's, instead of the logs, let's jump into it. Oh, that's kind of funny. Sends a lot of stuff. Okay, but most of that's garbage. Most of that is completely unneeded. It has the username and password. What other stuff? I feel like I would have to, in the deployment, specify a controller and a failover. Which in all reality might make it worse. Well, let's try, actually. Let's try dumping and restoring. So right now there shouldn't be really anything in here, right? So if I want to do I know it's just PG dump. Actually, I think now that I say it out loud, I think it actually had you do that to test it on here. Let's go down here. Yeah. So if I do this, but I do it on, oops. I think we're going to have to do it as Postgres. And let's do, I think it's Redmine DB? Is it Redmine or Redmine DB? Let me just copy this real quick. is I can just go right. Bitnami Redmine. Actually, I should do the dev, right? Probably going to have to do it as... Actually, I think this is the way to go. Looks like it worked. I mean, it's empty. All right. So now, if I... Now, how do I get this onto... We're gonna just copy it back to my main machine. Oh, right. Projects. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So now, boom. Cannot open snapd info file. That's interesting. Cannot determine NFS usage. Running helm failed. Oh, these are probably all autocompletes that have been... That's a to-do right there. Okay. What was I to-doing? Documents, projects, communities. Now I need to do a... I can copy, right? Yeah, CP. And we are copying you to namespace dev services. And we are looking for... Oh. Why does it have the destination and then path? The destination on your local system or in the container. All right, what's one of these pods? All right, doesn't like that. Is it because I don't have a destination? Wait. We'll just put it at home. We know home is there. Right? Actually, let's try that. /db. Our source and destination. Okay, I think the destination is supposed to be the pod name. -dev. We'll do 575 DCD 65 C-59W HJ. Is that the one I'm on? Of course it's not. Why would I pick the one I'm on? Okay, so now that I'm on here, I go the other way. This one. Oh, of course, it's right there. To restore it. Oh, I should have put it in temp. Error connection to server on socket. Role PS user does not exist. Okay, that's true. Crap, what was it even called? Brain, no worky today. Redmine Dev Services. Database does not exist, but we want it to exist. Next, run the PSQL command to restore. Right, okay. So do I have to make the directory, I guess? Or make the, not the directory, make the database. So PSQL create. I think that's it right there. PSQL create DB. Yeah. All right. It's just no, it has to be database. Database, Redmine, underscore dev services. database create does not exist. What? Create? I thought it wasn't this pedantic. Create database, Redmine, dev services. Oh. What do you mean? Right. Error role Redmine does not exist. Okay. So I guess the first thing I need to do is dump the users, right? But still, I think the problem's going to be that none of these are talking to each other. So let's do this. There's nothing in there. What is this? Default values, occurrences of V or replaced in a major version. Well, this is different. All right, so on here, I'm gonna do this over here real quick. I don't remember if this shows off a password or not. Just scrolling through it real quick. I don't want to be sifting through this file and then all of a sudden go, oh, well, now I have to change all my passwords. Okay. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's look at Let's just look at what's needed to create a cluster. Before you can do anything, you have to initialize the database storage area on disk. We call this a database cluster. Wait, is this? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. So where does this change need to happen? Install Postgres, cool. Okay, I was in the right place. After opening it, we need that. Okay. Need to uncomment these lines, or maybe edit their values. HPA. This gives us the access, right? But we don't want to set that to trust. Because trust removes all password, I thought. Let's see what Postgres has to say. Let's go to 15. That's what I'm working off of right now. I want to search for, let's just do install. Installation, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be going that far. A lot of these will actually require that I... Oh boy. Configure. This is all for compiling. Why am I doing this? It's putting it in path. Don't care. All right, where is... Building claiming? Nope, we don't care about that either. Where's just the chapter list? Dang it. There we go. Getting started, SQL language, server administration. Maintenance, HA, there we go. That was on the right. It would have taken me another group of clicks. I don't want to do log shipping. It's hot standby that I want. Therefore, return differing results. We say that data on the standby is eventually consistent. Okay. If the standby server fails, then no failover need take place. If the standby server can be restarted even sometime later, then recovery can also be restarted immediately. Shoot the other node in the head. Okay. Postgres does not provide the system software to identify a failure. Okay. The former standby is now the primary, but the former primary is down and might stay down. To return to normal, a standby server must be recreated, either on the former primary when it comes up, or on a third, possibly new system. So switching from primary to standby can be fast, but requires some time to re-prepare the failover. Regular switching from primary to standby is useful. To trigger failover of a log shipping standby, my watch wants me to walk. I'm not walking. All right, so let's look at what this really looks like. Never done this. I've been living off one individual database for forever. But I think what this means I'll have to do is I'll be creating the primary as a single container or as a deployment, and then I'll have to create the failovers as a secondary deployment. Actually, you know what might be a better way of looking at, or a better thing to look at? I guess I need to copy this, and I'll drop this in here as well. This is a very reading heavy stream today. Sorry, guys. So let me search for this again, because I know Bitnami has, yeah. So they have postgres-ha. Now the one downside is this is a helm chart. I really don't like that. The other downside is that it's Bitnami, which is VMware, which VMware's, in case you didn't know, on a tear trying to make things that were once free no longer free. I mean, I guess I can look at the Postgres. I guess I can look at the chart and see what's getting pulled, right? security metrics, secrets, extra helpers. And then we have the actual. Okay, so they're doing a stateful set, not a deployment. Name, namespace, blah, 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 spec, replicas. They're probably pulling their own version. Of Kubernetes, or of Kubernetes. They're probably pulling their own version of Postgres. It has an init container, huh? Permissions.image. Great, don't tell me that it's all going to be a variable. Chmod data, okay. Postgres image. Include postgres-ha.postgres image. Where is that coming from? Service secrets init deployment. Entity node selector toleration schedule init containers image. Nope. HA PG pool and dot image. Where is dot image? Is that, are we going back to values? Is that what it's pulling from? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so they're pulling their own. Of course they're pulling their own. All right, so I bet they've obfuscated the heck out of everything, right? What? Oh, interesting. So they have that as a separate one. But it's all just helm pull. What I want to do is see what their image looks like. Yeah, green, flatten. All right, what I think I'm going to have to do is pull the Postgres image, add the variables for the things that I want, or add environment variables for the things that I want into the configuration files. Actually, I could just install theirs and see what that looks like. Right? Because I'm pretty sure that's all they're doing. That's why this starts happening. Auto failover node. This would be nice too. Maybe get authentic up and running and have it point to an actual LDAP server. So let's see. Edit dbargs, I'll have empty. Okay, so basically, but how would I make Kubernetes do that? You know what? Now that I've spend like a half hour on that little rabbit hole, I'm actually curious if I create this service, right? Let's see what happens. All right, so we're back. No, we're in here. We need to add a new file. And I'm looking at changing a bunch of stuff to this. Right. Did I spell that wrong? I did. Whatever. All right, now if I hop here, I go services. Dang it, it got put in default. Service. Oh yeah, because of the namespace. All right, well, let's just apply again, and we can just do this manually. Default, you, go away. Back to here. Click on you. I forward to localhost. I won't find anything in the browser, but do I have that installed on here? I don't. Probably gonna have to create a user for this because I don't think it's gonna let me use Postgres, but let's do SQL. What? No existing cluster is suitable. But I did install it. Oh, probably need that. Really? My only option is 14. Didn't I have... I'm pretty sure I installed a GUI at this point. QuickBase, not JetBrains. Is it pgadmin? I guess not. Let's do it with that. I think I'm on 22. Oh, right. Man, I can't believe this program's going away. Makes me sad. Well, I don't think the program's going away, but the developer archived it. It was a sad day to find out about that. Do 22. Okay. I am jammy. I almost did kinetic. Do is a public key. Do the install. I guess I have to update that. We want desktop mode only. Yes. Although actually the web version might be kind of nice to have installed to manage this cluster. Is that right now? Well, we'll see. We'll see how quick this goes, huh? Nope. All right, so now, there we go. Waiting for pgadmin 4 to start. Add a new server. Right now we're looking at this. either host name or service. Oh. We'll do that. Connection is that. It's that. It's probably not going to let me connect. Oh, I said probably, but who'd have thunk it? Yeah, see? It doesn't have the directory that I just set. Or directory. Where were you on that one, chat? I said directory. That's the default. I meant database. Can I make changes here? Yeah, and it's just a matter of, okay, which one am I connecting to? That's going to give me different information every time. Actually, I wonder how this will work. So if I go to my deployment, right? And I want 3 of them. Let's scale you down to 1. What happens here? Yeah, I just lose connection. Yeah, this is definitely not how I want it set up. Please connect to the selected server. I am connected to the selected server. Can I refresh in here? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it doesn't even give me the reconnect. Because I'm going to bet that this service points to 102.62.13. I mean, it should be pointing to all 3 of them, in theory. But it's not. It's pointing to an IP that doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't auto flip over. Because when I set it up, it basically just grabs the next one. So if I do this, and then I do this, now it's going to be pointing to the right one again, right? Four, 5, 8, 6, 5. So now I go here. I go to, I need to just edit this one. Can I edit it? Properties. And we'll was that? It was 45865. 45865. And now this one wants a password. But the other one didn't need a password. Oh, okay. Same deal. This one's got redmine listed. So the one that stayed alive is the one that had redmine. Luckily. So was that just dumb luck, or was it because I was connected to it that it said, no, we'll leave that guy? So yeah, no matter what, I need these to be able to fail over. And right now, that's not what's happening. So that scaling is basically pointless. So what is my best way to go about that? I mean, this is still cool. I need to make sure that I'm probably going to be just building a custom image, but for it to fail over, it's got to know how to connect to it. So we're back to this, to figuring out, okay, how does this set it up? Do I just install this and run with it? Well, not run with it, but, well, maybe run with it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve, what their settings are. So we're going to get rid of the service. The port forwarding can also go away. This can go away. We're not using it anyway. It's unrelated, but doesn't matter. And we need to go to the deployment. You can go away. And we need to go to our claims and our volumes. And you can go away and away. All right. Let's go to Helm. We want to try this. Human. Let's go here. Now modifying the values. This time though, I'm going to put you in, we're just going to go straight to DB. I don't care about an image registry. I guess we're going to need a username, right? What's reap manager? What is a rip manager? Oh, that's probably replication. Let me make sure that that's right, but I think it is. Because I saw that package in here. This one. Bitnami 4, yep. Okay, Postgresql replication manager. Yeah, replication manager. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, username, we'll just do Postgres, and Postgres. And Postgres, and Postgres, and Postgres. We don't have a secret, so we'll let it make its own. I wonder if I should do... Yeah, why not? PG pool. Postgres. Postgres. Not an existing secret. Override the version name. I wonder how heavy this is going to be. It's going to pull down like 500 containers. Host network. No. I won't worry about the affinities yet. Jeez, this thing just goes on for years. Security complex, I'm not worried about. Container complex, not worried about. Sidecars, pod management. Pod management policy of the stateful set. What are you? While preserving its uniqueness and identity. Parallel tells the stateful set controller to launch or terminate all pods in parallel. No, wait, okay. That's fine. Network policy. Allow the pod to access any range and all destinations. Okay. Add extra ingress rules to the network policy. Disruption budget. And Postgres. Oh, no. Postgres. Postgres password. No, we use environment variables. Sync replication mode. The method to choose synchronous standbys from listed servers. Valid values. Empty, first, any. Probably first? Let's see what that means. Make sure I'm thinking of that properly. The keyword first. keyword any. Yeah, we want any actually. I want the quorum based. This will wait until the data is synchronized in all the replicas before other query can be run. This ensures the data availability at the expense of speed. Oh, so it has to be enabled. Yeah, we'll leave that alone then. Used PG rewind. Okay. It seems like I'm not changing a whole lot of these, so I may just send it. I've already spent way too much of this stream reading. Yeah, let's do it. Send it. I'm really curious what all is going to be in here. It's funny when you read instructions that include using Helm charts, it's like run Helm, the name of the thing, and then like 2 options. If you need more options, you can use a values.yaml. And then when you do it on this, it shows you everything that's available. It can sometimes be a little overwhelming. All right, what's going on? What your deal is? Custom configuration. Okay. Let's look at the previous one that failed. Okay. I wonder if I shouldn't have changed anything and just sent it. Error connection on socket, failed to create a backend. Do you have any logs? Name or service not known. All right, fine. It's fine. Let's just delete it. I'm just going to do it without making any changes. Trash can. That's funny. From Authentic, I have bitnami Postgres. Yep, we're going to install you. But this time, no notes. Except to put you in the database. Send. If I need to change something, I'll change it in pieces like you're supposed to. It's like, what do we get? We have the HA pool deployment. Then we have the stateful set. And what do you have set up here? Labels, annotations, nothing interesting there. Manage fields doesn't matter. Status doesn't matter. Spec, okay. It's still showing 0. I'm wondering if I need something else in there. Let's see what these pods are doing. Hey, what do you know? They're in the same rebooting state as before. All right, what your deal is? Failed to connect to server. Name or service not known. That should be this one. And it seems to fail as soon as it detects that. That's odd, right? But it doesn't give me a failure. There are no nodes with primary role, assuming the primary role. Preparing configuration. Okay. And there's no difference between them. Let's see if there's more in. Gee, crash loop back off. Pod has unbound immediate. Okay. Pod has unbound immediate persistent volume claims. So did it not create the persistent volume? Looks pretty bound to me. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. All right. There's got to be something in here. I need to use a different storage class. So if that's enough. So if I go there and I go to my storage classes and I use, I mean, I could even use NFS if I needed to, but I'm trying to get this. You are open EBS host path. I mean, it is almost always something stupid like that. Oh no, am I going to have to... Let's see what happens. Goodbye. Are you going to get recreated? Alright, fine. Let's just trash can you. Make sure the claims go away. Sid. Goodbye. All right. Try this again. Postgres. We want to guess we can close a bunch of these while we're waiting. Namespace db. Now we want to find oh great, there's a few of them. Well, right, make sure storage classes open EBS host path. All right, that says global, so that should be everywhere. Do it here too, though. Open EBS host path. I should just copy and paste this. Because I guarantee I'm going to spell it wrong if I don't. Okay. Send it. Let's see what happens. Make sure our volume claims. Cool. Cool. You can do it. Cool. Failed to create a backend. Not executing failover because failover on backend error is off. That seems odd. Oh, there we go. Now, what about you guys? Coming. To go. Hey, what do you know? It's actually not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, one deployment, one stateful set. It's really not bad. But now I definitely want to install the web agent version of this. That would be nice. I may just leave it as the Helm chart. I mean, I don't like using Bitnami's stuff. I do worry that at some point they're going to be like, give me the money. But once I got it going, that was fairly easy. I probably have to go in and change passwords and stuff like that. Yeah. But let's look at services. That's Postgres, PG pool. Now, which one am I supposed to point to? I would guess 0, right? Five, 4, 3. Yeah, they all just say 5, 4, 3, 2. So this one is Postgres. That one is the pool. And that one says Postgres headless. So I think it's this one. Let's find out. Here. We need to go here. And edit you. No, it's not Postgres. Guess I have to look at the secret then, huh? Because it's probably generated. This one. Copy. Paste. Nope. Oh, I have the wrong user. Properties, connection, username. Is that what they have here? Maybe it's just admin. Nope. Okay. Well, I guess I need to look at the chart and see what the heck, man. It's user PG pool, Postgres. Okay, so I guess just because I didn't create one. Oh no, there we go. Admin. That's for PG pool. I wonder if that's what I need to focus or where I need to point it at. We'll try that next. Because yeah, otherwise it's Postgres, right? Although in the secrets, there's the PG pool and the Postgres. Maybe it's this one. Properties, connection. We'll put you back to Postgres. And we'll connect you. That's the one. Okay. And then those are the users. And create a login group or role. Cool. Now, am I able to... Oh, wait. If I go to databases, create a database. We're going to call you Redmine Dev Services. Now, can I... Yeah, I can restore. And I put this in... Where did I put this? Oh yeah, I put it in Documents, Projects. You. Restore. Restore failed. At least it was a quick failure. Okay. Why you fail? Like, okay, that's cool. Input file appears to be a text format dump. Please use... Isn't that what I used? BG restore input file appears to be a text. What does that mean? But I did use PS. Oh. Is it because it's not named .sql? Is that really it? No, it is named .sql. All right. PG dump. Oh, is it the -d that did it? just try that again. All right. Bink. Restore. We'll just make you Postgres. Restore. Immediately failed. Why you fail now? It still says it's a... Okay. PG dump. I did that. When you're using PG jump that is compatible with PG restore, you must use the format custom. Okay. All right, capital F. Yeah. All right. And once again, for the third time. There we go. Actually running. So this is probably what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to tear this down just because, well, I showed the world my password. I can always just change the password, I guess. But I want to tweak it and do a little bit more to it. And maybe tomorrow before I start my shadow run, I'll go over any tweaks I made. If I do that tonight, I may do it over the weekend because I've got a couple of things I've got to do over the weekend already. My plan is to beat on OBS Studio a bit, see if I can't get it a little more stable after yesterday. It seems like and it failed anyway. Why did you fail? $123 errors. Where's the errors? But anyway, yeah, my plan is basically to beat on that. But if I can get role red. Okay, so I just need to create the role for Redmine to be able to do it. Let's do that real quick. Why not? Create login group. Name is Redmine. Member of I think I need that. All right, we'll just do that. I'm just going to create the user. And then grant wizard. Property security. Well, Actually, let's try and just run the restore again. Restore, select the file. That's the file, and it's restoring. Let's see if that runs. So yeah, I want to beat on OBS, get it a little more stable, and also put a little bit of effort into making sure that Waza, whatever you want to call it, is a little more stable, so that I can start probably next week on Tuesday tearing down one of the nodes in my cluster and rebuilding it the way that it's supposed to be, so it's properly hardened, and then do the next one and the next one and the next one. It could be interesting to see about just creating an Ansible script to do it for me. That'd be nice, but is that amount of automation actually necessary? Is that something that's wanted? I mean, if it is something you want, when this video goes up on YouTube, post something over there and let me know how you'd prefer I tackle it, because for me, quick and dirty is nice, but it could get repetitive as I go through all three of them. So yeah, this still failed. Why did you still failed? Oh, it's just telling me all this stuff already exists. Cool. Anyway, allowing myself to zone out for a second. I think that's going to be it for today. And thanks to everyone who stopped by. And even if you didn't chat, the views are always worthwhile. And if you stuck with this and you're watching on YouTube, hey, like and subscribe, all that stuff, right? This feels so weird saying that. Toodles.